ain't nothing but a test.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Another test getting you closer to your goal. You understand what I'm saying?
100%.
That's it. That's it. Nothing else. That's all that test means.
It's 5 a.m. waiting for my friend Rachel.
I just walked down 67th and I took a right onto...
Where are you in front of? Wow.
What?
You are not a morning person, huh?
What do you mean? Oh! No, not a morning person. LaGuardia? Southwest. Seatbelt on there, Michael?
Yes. Just got to the hotel in Atlanta. Flight was pretty decent. And we're just kind of waiting for a room to clear up. And then we have one day kind of prep, and then we're going for the exam. And later I'll kind of talk about the exam and what you're going to actually experience and all that kind of stuff. So just waiting for a room and kind of attending service. One day out from the test. For Step 2 CS, it's kind of a different exam. It's not exactly a paper and pen, sit down, take a test at a computer type exam. This is you go in, you interview a patient, you see them, they're standardized patients. You can, write a note that you're trying to come up with differential diagnoses, what tests you would run next. And for the most part, it's a lot of things that you should see on a regular basis in a primary care office or something like that. There's only a few testing centers, and it's kind of a pain to sign up for. So whenever you think you want to take your Step 2 CS, you better book that out a couple months. You need to sign up a couple months ahead of time, and then the score report takes about 3 months to get back. So it's not exactly the most convenient test to take. For those of you who are interested, the Atlanta site has a bunch of hotels and stuff around there. We're staying at a Best Western. There's nothing to do around there. So today we had to actually get an Uber and take a little ride so that we could go and get Chick-fil-A. That just shows how from the north I am. My test is tomorrow at 3. So tonight I'll get back, iron everything, make sure everything's all clean and ready to go, and then just kind of wait to go and take the test. So morning of the exam, in case you were wondering, there's 2 time slots. There's a time slot at 9 or 8 a.m. and then there's also one at 3 p.m. Obviously, the better option would be to get the one at 8 a.m. You're kind of just sitting around, you're waiting, anxiety starts building up. And also the one at 3 doesn't get out until almost 10, 11 o'clock at night. So unfortunately, there's not really much you can do about that. That's kind of like a scheduling thing, and if you want to take it at a certain time, you just have to kind of suck it up and do it. This morning I got up, went down to the hotel. We stayed in the Best Western, like I said. Room's pretty nice, it's decent. They have a continental breakfast in the morning. I had some oatmeal, I had some bananas. I tried to stick away from anything that could potentially cause me to not feel great. I've just kind of been hanging out. I took a few minutes this morning to go over first aid for the Step 2 CS. That book is broken down into a mini case section and then also a case section. And essentially it just kind of gives you some regular things that you'd see, and then some differentials for that and how to work those up. I also rehearsed a few times what I'm going to write on my blue sheet before I walk in the door. I also went through my physical exams and just the quick versions of the physical exams that I would do depending on what the chief complaints are. So overall, just trying to relax, trying to stay not so anxious. Pretty soon it'll be time to head over to the testing center, and then I'll take the tests. I'll talk to you again after, and my brain will be scrambled.
That's it. Nothing else. That's all that test means. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, hey, and I'm willing to bet you go in there with that positive attitude, you're going to come out with a positive attitude. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so as I'm editing the video, I realized that I didn't take the time to say this, and I wanted to. That last clip was my ride to the testing center. So I was all ready to go. We were driving over there, and that is the Best Western's van driver, Tony. And Tony took it upon himself to see my anxiousness, my nervousness. He saw that I was heading over to the test. He knows the magnitude of the situation, and he just decided that it was time for him to give us a little pep talk and talk to me about the test and just calm me down and explain that, you know, it's only a test. And he's right in so many ways, and we sometimes forget that. And it's not part of his job description. I'm sure he doesn't get paid enough money to drive around in that hot van and cart, you know, everybody around back and forth from the airport and everything like that. But I just wanted to take a minute to say, Tony, if for whatever reason you're watching my YouTube vlog, I really appreciate what you did. It really did help to calm me down, and I hope that my testing day was as successful as I thought it was. I think I did okay, and in part, that's due to your ability to kind of calm me down and just kind of put things in perspective. So, real just nice, salt of the earth type of a guy. Thank you, Tony. And if you guys stay at the Best Western during your test experience and you get Tony as your van driver, you should thank your lucky stars because he's a great man. So just wanted to say that really quick, and now back to the vlog. So I just got back to the hotel at around like 10:30, and my brain was just, I don't even know. Quickly called Liz, called my mom, talked to everybody. Told them that I had no idea how I did, which is kind of true. I don't know. I feel it was okay. I'll provide a more detailed description tomorrow, but about what each kind of thing was and how it all went down. But overall, it's just an exhausting exam. We'll see how it goes. My flight leaves tomorrow at 5:45 because I got to be back to the hospital. So it's like midnight now-ish. I got out at like 10:30, so late. It's a long exam. I'm gonna try to get some sleep, get up so I can get to the airport as early as I need to, and get out of here and head back. So we'll talk to you guys more tomorrow. I'm gonna go get like 2 hours of sleep. Okay guys, so instead of finishing this up now, the vlog's kind of running a little bit long, so we're gonna actually cut it here, and then there'll be a part 2 next week where I talk about my experience with the actual exam, tips, tricks, things that you can do so that you can prepare yourself and be successful on the exam. So make sure that you tune in next week if you enjoyed this first part and you want to find out more about the actual test itself. Again, thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, do all that kind of stuff. We appreciate it. And thanks for helping us grow. And we'll see you guys again next week.